The big talk of this week is Supercharged Breaker and of course Pikachu. Whenever you have a Pikachu set, a lot of excitement is going to happen. And today we're going to dive into some of the news as well as some of the cards that are going to be a part of this Japanese set, which will make up a portion of our English set, Surging Sparks. So let's dive right in. So Supercharged Breaker officially announced in Japan in the Champions League here, and it's going to include about 106 cards. Of course, it's going to have the Terra Pikachu EX. You see a couple of the images here, and we're going to look a little bit closer at these ones. Of course, the SIRs haven't been released yet, but this set, as well as Paradise Dragono, are going to be the two sets that are going to make up our English set, Surging Sparks. I don't know why Pokemon does that. They always, not always, but sometimes have two Japanese sets and then they put them together to make one of our English sets. I like it when it's just one and one. Anyways, it is what it is. Surging Sparks is going to be our set, and these Pikachus will be included in our English set, Surging Sparks, which is due to release in November of this year, which is really going to be exciting here. So let's look at some of the artwork here that we have. So we'll start off by looking at the booster packs. We got Pikachu here wearing the little crown here, the little Terra crown. It looks really nice. Of course, he's the hit of Supercharged Breaker and will probably be a hit in Surging Sparks as well. It's going to be exciting to see what that all looks like. We're looking at a couple of the cards here. So essentially, this is your Full Art EX Terra card, and I'm really starting to like this cool rainbow concept around the borders. Rather than having the card be a rainbow, the whole, like the entire card be a rainbow, it's just kind of the borders and then the crown, more or less. And I like this Pikachu, actually. It's really cute. It's really nice. He's smiling at you. Kind of gives you like the old school vibes Pikachu. I like this Pikachu more than the newer Pikachus that they've released in recent times here. This is a really cool looking card. And I'm really excited to see what the illustration and the special illustration rare is going to look like, if they, of course, release those ones for this set. And I'm going to guess they probably will, as there's going to be 23 of them that are going to come out. We're going to look at that number in a moment here of illustration rares. So if they're going to have that many, they've got to have Pikachu at least once in there. And here is the Pikachu EX, just a regular EX card, and Pikachu is a playable card, of course. In the meta, this card will probably be worth a pretty penny as well, so look out for that in the early stages of the release of this set. Again, I'm really liking the whole rainbow. I'm digging the rainbow concept here around the borders rather than actually having like a rainbow card. So it's a really nice concept here that they've come out with. So we're also going to look at a few other cards that are going to be a part of this set, and not just the Pikachu cards. Miracle Intercom, the first A-Spec. Of course, there's going to be several A-Spec cards in this set. I believe it was 8, and we'll look at that number in a moment here as well. And this one looks like it may be one of the good ones here. Put up 2 supporter cards from your discard pile into your hand. That's pretty cool, actually. You can pull cards that you've already used, basically, and you may play as many item cards as you'd like during your turn. So this may be one of the really good A-Spec cards, because usually you get like 3 or 4 of them, and one of them tends to be the one that everybody wants, because of course you can only have one A-Spec card in your deck. So that means you have to be really selective with which one you pick, and usually it's the best one out of the 3 or 4 of them that people put into their decks. And in this case, as I said, there's going to probably be about 7 or 8 of them. So this may or may not be the A-Spec or the Chase A-Spec of the set, and usually that one is worth anywhere from $15 to $20 right off the bat. Some of them even go up to like 30 or 40. I believe was the Prime Catcher, but again, be cautious with that one, as I believe that one's going to be a part of a upcoming deck soon, so you don't want to hold on to that card for much longer. But this card over here is the first A-Spec here that they've released, a part of Supercharged Breaker as well as Surging Sparks, the English version. And we also have another EX card, Milotech EX, which will be making an appearance. So we may see some special illustration rares or illustration rares of this Pokemon as well, which would be really cool. Any water Pokemon with illustration rare tends to have a really cool artwork with it, so I'll be looking out for that one as well. We're going to flip through a few cards here quickly, and Hydrogen EX is also making the cut as well with this set, and it would be really cool to see what the SAR or IR card would look like for this one, because again, this is a beautiful looking card already with the whole crystallizations, and again, it's a tarot card with the whole rainbow concept. It's a really nice card as well. And the last one that I quickly want to touch on is Jasmine's Gaze, and the reason why I want to look at this one is because usually when we have a trainer card like this, we're going to probably see a full art special illustration rare or illustration rare of this individual as well. I do want to be cautious for the English version of our set, because I know we're going to be having Lisey as one of the illustration or full art cards from our set, so I don't know if Jasmine will make the full art cut or the illustration rare cut from our side, but it's something to speculate on, of course. So that was a quick look at Supercharged Breaker. Now we're going to have a quick look at some of the cards that have been officially announced for our English set, Surging Sparks. And here are some of the cards. We've got Execute, which we've already looked at earlier. We've got the Cast Forms, which looks really nice as well. We've already looked at the Latias. This Skarmory is really interesting. I'm actually digging it big time. I think out of all of the illustration rares here that we're seeing, I believe this one here is my number one pick. I think this is really cool. I'm definitely going to try to grab this one for my personal collection because it is a really, really nice card. So that's our little Skarmory right there. And then looking at some of the full arts here, so of course Pikachu is in there, we've got Latias, and we've got Alolan Exeggutor and a few other Pokemon as well. And then our full art supporters, and there's Lissea that I was talking about. So it looks like she will be making our English set as I mentioned earlier. And then for our special illustration rares, it's more or less the same. Nothing has changed from our last update. And looking at our special illustration rare supporters, we see Lissea there as well. So she is going to be making a comeback here. And just a quick recap here on Surging Spark. So it's going to have 250 cards. And we're also going to have 8 A-Spec. So I was right. I thought it was around 7 or 8. So it is 8. 8 A-Spec cards in the set. So it's going to be quite a few of them here. We've got 9 Stellar Terra Pokemon EX and 9 Pokemon EX cards. We've got 23 illustration rares. And I think when we looked at our illustration rares just a few moments ago, there was only about 12 of them. So we still have almost half the list here still to be released for this set. Then we've got 11 special illustration rare Pokemon card and supporter cards here as well. So again, we've only seen a portion of those as well. So we've still got quite a few to go. And I believe Pikachu may be one of those cards that we're going to see a part of that set. And then 6 hyper rare gold cards as well. So that's what our Surging Sparks looks like. That's what it's shaping up to be so far, with a few of the illustration rares that have been shown as well as special illustration rares. We've still got some time before the rest of the set comes out, and I'm excited to see what that's going to look like because Pikachu may and most probably will make an appearance in one of those sections. Anyways, folks, that is a quick look at Supercharged Breaker as well as Surging Sparks to see what's going on. Let me know in the comment section below whether you think Pikachu will be getting an illustration rare in this one or not. And if you guys made it this far in the video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. My name's TRV. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.